Hello everyone, welcome back again. We're back in the Mystery Lake Camp office after having just done a quick run out to grab a few things. And one of the things that we did grab was a birch sapling, so I'm just going to drop that under here. I can get him to... Now, we did pick up a couple of rabbits as well, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to step outside the back door. There we go. For some reason the game decided to take a slow one there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest those rabbits. .3 kilos of meat. One hide, one gut. Harvest. And harvest that one, 1.1 kilos of meat. And while we've got daylight, I'm going to drop the skin and the guts inside. Oops. There we go. Right, so get the gut under the shelf to give it a chance to cure. Come on. I really wanted it to go in further than that, but it's not going to. Get that one back there. Leaves us a bit of space for putting a few more on. Right, it's getting close to dark, so we're going to cook these outside. I'm actually going to borrow a couple of them. We found an extra hunting knife which needs to go on the table. That hatchet needs to be repositioned.
Drop any of this gear.
Put the hatchet there. We'll move those quality tools to there. And we found the extra hunting knife. Drop that one. And what we then do is we put this one up here. Right, let's go get a fire going. Let's get these rabbits cooked. We've not done this before. That's okay. What we'll do is we'll get everything prepped up first. So the two small bits of meat is going to be that one and that one. And then we'll step to the side and drop the 2 full kilos. And what we're going to do is get a fire position there. Start it with a stick. Should have checked to see if the magnifying glass would start it, but I suspect it won't.
Too tired to think straight.
Because we don't have the fire previously, means we can't pre-position the meat on the stones for it to start cooking as soon as the fire starts. Right, so sticks. Let's just throw all of them on. We'll put the 2 small pieces on first, get them cooked so we can eat them.
My stomach feels like an empty pit.
Yeah, sorry, you were supposed to eat that piece of meat. Right. Take a drink as well. Gonna need to make some water. Right, we've got 1 hour 4 until they're cooked, 1 hour 9 on the fire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a piece of reclaimed wood, because we're going to want to make some water. And what we're then going to do is going to read the books. I'm thinking this one's probably best. Let's just check our skills. Carcass harvesting's a 3, cooking's a 3, fire starting's a 3, archery's a 1. In that case, we're probably better to start with the archery book and get that out of the way. Just research it for what you can't. We're too tired to research. No idea why, because it's not even sunset yet. He's exhausted. Must have been clambering around on those ropes that did it. On those rocks, sorry. In which case, what we need to do is pass time until this is ready. I'm going to eat that straight off. I'm going to eat that straight off. I'm going to make some water using the tins. Past time till ready. 12 minutes, 10 minutes. We're going to need to add that other piece of reclaimed wood. Past time till ready. We'll drink that one just to top us off. We'll take that one. Alright. We're going to have to add that piece of cedar. And what this should do is it should give us time to make a couple of litres. We don't have time to make any more before the fire burns out. So what we will do is we'll take a torch just to help us see our way up to bed.
Night is coming.
And we're carrying a bit of fur which we can drop in there. We do need to eat. I'm thinking we're going to have to eat the rest of those cattails. And take a drink. We'll put the torch out. Now he's absolutely exhausted. We're a long way off sunrise, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in for a 10-hour sleep. because we're going to need every spot. In fact, I'm going to put in for an 11 hour. We're going to need every spot of rest that we can get because of what we're going to do today. We actually made it to daylight. Hurrah! Right, now we will need to eat, which I'll sort in a moment. We do need to drink as well. But what I want to do is I want to get outside the cabin as quickly as possible.
I could eat anything right now.
Yeah. So we're going to drop that torch there. Oh. Right. What we're going to eat today.
Getting kind of thirsty.
We're going to eat that jerky. We're going to eat that energy bar because I want calories on him. Today our mission is to find a maple sapling so that we can make a bow. There we go. Right. And I believe I know where there is one, but we're going to have to be damn quick because it looks like we're going to have blizzard weather later. How do you know you're going to have blizzard weather later, Gaz? This soft, slow falling, heavy snow quite often precedes a blizzard. So, let's get going. Going back through the Lakeside trail. We're going right to the far end of it. And we're just going to walk because we've got to conserve energy due to what we have to do at the far end. And you notice as we came out of the camp office there was still no sound of any crows, despite the fact that we got a dead guy in front of the camp office. So if you can't hear those crows, you're not going to hear crows anywhere on the map. Listening for those when you first step outside of the camp office is a good way to learn what weather stops the crows from flying. And you wouldn't think that this type of snow would stop them, but it seems to. Did we reload that? We didn't. Right, we got one in the gun and one spare. That's all we've got. After that, the flare gun's useless to us. Which is why we are desperate to get the maple sapling for making the bow. We absolutely need that. And we've managed to burn through, I've forgotten the total number, 6, 7 flare shells so far. Yeah, pun intended, burned through the flare shells. Right, we've got deer down there. This is where we want the bow, not the flare gun. Or even the rifle. But I don't like carrying the rifle round. It seems to attract bears. And, you know, it's 4 kilos. That climbing rope there is where we're headed. We'll just pause here, make sure nothing's following us. Doesn't look like it. Put the gun away. And then what we want to do is check our clothing, because this big coat slows us down a lot, -5%. We're going to take that off. Boots slow us down 3%, we're going to take that off. They're only 1%, that's 2%, 0, 2, we'll live with that. Notice our clothes are getting wet. We're going to drink a coffee. Reduces fatigue, and then up we go. And taking off the boots and coat and drinking the coffee made that an easy job. So let's put them back on. You notice our clothes are getting wet from this soft heavy snow. Right, somewhere up here. We don't need the flare gun up here, it's a reasonably safe area. Somewhere up here there is a maple sapling. This is more or less where we were in yesterday's episode, except we're a bit further along. I just took the quickest route here by coming up the rope. Now, one of the things I want to do is check around this rock, because sometimes you get a prepper's cache. And it doesn't look like we've got one today, unless it's down there. No, so on this run through there's no prepper's cache here. Now, I've got to look for this maple sapling. Maple saplings are very distinctive. Once you've seen them, you never forget them. And you can spot them at a very long distance. I'm very surprised we're not seeing it already. We should be able to see it already. Because that should be the cave that we were in yesterday, just down there. Yeah, there's the cave. You see the icicle hanging down in the middle of screen. So where's the maple sapling? This is really distressing now, because if we can't get maple saplings we can't make bows, and if we can't make bows we're in deep trouble. Yeah, no maple sapling. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And this is not boding good. The combination of what the wildlife is up to, the sheer lack of food loot, and maple saplings not being where they should be, is a big problem. You don't need to take off your encumbering clothing for going down. It's only for going up. Now I can't remember if we've looted the Lakeside cabins. Let's just have a look at the journal a moment. Where are we? Day 47, 46. Right, so when did we first go to Muskeg? Mystery Lake, Train Bridge, Camp Office, Mystery Ice Fishing Huts, Lake Cabins. Yeah, we've done them. We did them on day 32. Okay, we're on day 47. Well, we're on day 48 now. 47 is completed. Right. So with no maple sapling up there, we are potentially up the proverbial creek without a paddle. There's wolf over there in the middle of the lake. We may have to go back and get the rifle and come back and shoot some deer, just to get enough food to survive through the next few days. Although a better idea may be to go get the rifle, head up to Trappers and spend a couple of days up there and use that as a base temporarily in order to gather maple saplings and some deer meat. looks like the wind's in our face because we keep slowing down. Shouldn't be much of a wind, but it has potential to turn into a full blizzard, which would not be good. The really big heavy snow seems to have disappeared, and it's this lighter, well, not lighter, thinner density of snow. And of course we're short on firewood in the camp office as well, so we can't even stay there with the ability to cook water to survive, so we need to get on the move. There's quite a few locations around here that we've not yet been to. I think we've only given Mystery Lake the most basic of searches because we were trying to find the hacksaw. So we can spread out across the... well, spread out. We can investigate other parts of the map, see what we can find. Any more sticks up there by any chance? No. Right, so let's drop these sticks in here. Thing is, we can't research these books until we're in a position where we can afford to spend a few days without having to hunt for food. Right, 5 rounds in that one, 5 rounds in that one. So how many's in the gun? None. So we'll take the gun. Take those 5 rounds of ammunition. We'll take that cleaning kit. Oh, I'll tell you what we do. Load it. Put it away. And what we'll do is we'll try and play smart. We'll save the gun for actually killing food. I believe we wanted to take that up to trappers as well, so we've got 2 upstairs.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Now, our thirst's fine, our hunger's not too bad. And right, we're gonna make a rush for trappers. We're gonna try not to use the firearms. We're gonna save them for taking down food. Speaking of which, where's our friendly deer? There he is. I use him as an indicator whether there's wolves at the top of the camp office trail or not. If he's there, there's no wolves. But that doesn't mean to say that they're not over here. And that is a rock, it's not a wolf. Now we have to be careful going down through here because there is often a wolf down here.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Oh, behave yourself. Stop being a wimp. Ah, we'll take those ones. And you can see he is encumbered already. And that's just the combination of the rifle and the cooking pot. I'm just listening. Now we know from when we arrived on this map that the bear is in residence in his cave near trappers, so we have to be careful how we approach trappers. When I say trappers, I mean Trappers Lodge. There's quite often a wolf down here. And there's been a few times that I've poked over this ridge and he's been right on the other side of it and jumped me within a second or two. So I'm using the ridge line instead of traversing that clearing, because I want to be sure. I heard something up there. Is something tracking us? I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember if we've been down to say hello to Max. Let's just go check. Feather would generally indicate that no, we've not been down to say hi to Max. Hi Max. And we have checked him. This clearing is known as Max's last stand. He obviously fell foul of something. Maybe it was the bear that got him. Maybe it was a wolf. Up there is where the bear normally resides, just on the end of that central cliff. And we do have deer over here that are worth taking a punt at. The bear cave is just round the corner of that rock there. And that's where we saw him when we first arrived on the Mystery Lake map. Now there is one advantage to using the rifle. When you take down your game, your target, the shot will scare anything off that is in the vicinity. Now we need to be a damn good shot in order to take down one of those deer at this range. The one I would like to take down is that one on the rock. Well, I believe we hit him, but we didn't take him down. So we're going to have to wait for him to bleed out. Let's see if we can see a blood splatter on the rocks, because if not, we'll have to shoot one of his compadres. I don't see one. Those are all a bit of a long shot. Not a shot that I'm happy taking. See if we can get a bit closer. That one with its head down is a good shot.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Let them get a bit closer. Too much sway on the gun. It's because I've not done any research on the shooting. That's it. That's the way to do it. And that's going to give us the meat that we need for this part of our hunt for the maple saplings. And that's going to take 3.5 hours with a hacksaw. Bog off. Hunting knife, 1 hour 37. Much better idea. Potential hypothermia risk here. No, we got away with it. Right. Let's get up and into the cat. Oh, feathers. Any more? There's one over there.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Stop your whining. Right, so 2 shots and we've got 1 confirmed deer kill. The other one we may have, I'm pretty sure we wounded it, so it's going to bleed out at some point and we'll be able to harvest it probably tomorrow. Need to let this incoming blizzard blow through first though. Put the gun away. We've got 3 shots left. That's all we've got on it. Oh, we've got more ammo and what have you here. Excellent. Food here, yeah, lots of stuff. Even got a bit of cedar. Oh, there is 2 cook pots here. We didn't need to bring one. Well, let's get that extra one dropped. Because we'll have to take that back with us to the camp office. Leaving at some other location. Should have really taken it to the forge. Right, that is a cured deer hide, so what we want to do is move that completely out of there. If it's cured, let's put it up this end. get rid of that new one. Bit there. Drop those two. Then we can drop all the meat in front of here.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
And we'll leave the short kilo to one side. Let's have a drink. It's the short kilo. Yeah. Just make that clear. Put it to one side. Right, we don't have enough wood. To cook all of that. Let's drop all of them sticks. We're going to have to go out and get wood. We're still at 29 kilos. Why? No, we should have put them in the cabinet at the camp office. It's got to be the gun that's causing it. The gun and the books. Right, what we'll do is put that one on there, put that one on there, get these started. Right, let's go get some wood. Watching for the bear. Well, I'm not sure if there's any large wood up here, but we do have a load of old man's beard and usually rabbits. No, it doesn't look like there's any old man's, but any large wood up there. Okay. There's a backpack here. Empty. Oh, that's cedar, that's cedar, that's cedar. What we really want is fir.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, stop being a wimp. Quite often there's a maple sapling along the edge of this rock somewhere. It might be further down in the valley. We're not going down there tonight. It's almost dark. We need to go and get that venison cooked. So with the piece that we've got in the cabin, that gives us 8
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
fir logs. What I think I'll do is I'll grab that cedar while we're here. That's going to make us very heavy laden going back. Hey bunnies. So now we've got enough wood to cook all of that deer meat. We should be okay for 3 or 4 days for food now, once we've got that cooked. Head into the corner. There's the wood stove. Right, we'll get it lit with a stick. We'll use a piece of tinder. We'll start it with a match.
Come on.
We'll get these cooked and then we'll get a night's rest and we'll call the episode there. So just bear with me a few minutes while we get this done. I'm just going to speed through it using the time accelerate function. So I'll just get in a little bit closer so we can see what we're doing. Pastime till ready. Right, we're going to eat that one first off, so that he's got something in his stomach. Then we'll
getting weaker.
Take that one, put that in there, put that on there. Take a drink. Pastime till that's ready. Take it, take it. And then what I'm going to do here, because he's so tired, I'm going to go across to the bed and I'm going to sleep 1 hour. And this just gives him a bit of energy back. It's the barest little bit. Then we turn around and come back to the fire. Pastime for 21 minutes until that's ready. Take both of them.
This gear is slowing me down.
Get them on there. Need to add a bit more fuel to the fire. We'll go and sleep for another hour. Just by having that little bit of rest, it stops him losing any condition through exhaustion.
Feels like a lot of gear.
That's the last piece of venison, which is the partial kilo. So we'll put a cooking pot on there. We've got 52 minutes on there. If we add 3 sticks, oh, we were already carrying some. That's enough to cook a litre of water and not have it boil over. And we could actually afford to get another hour's sleep. Come on, there we are. Thought the fire was going to go out on us there. What I'm going to do is just add a couple of sticks just to prolong the fire.
Never been so hungry in my life.
While we sort this out, take the venison. Past time already. Take that leader. But I'm going to add another couple of sticks, and then I'm going to take a torch. I'll go and drop the most of that meat outside. Keep that 0.67. In fact, we'll eat that 0.67. That'll give us the calories for sleeping through the night. Keep that one for breakfast. Got 6 kilos down there. Tidy them up in the morning. Go to the bed. Just extinguish the torch. Take a drink. And then we're going, oh, it's almost dawn for God's sake. Well, what we'll do is we'll put a 5-hour sleep on him. It's daylight. We've just been through a save point, so I'm going to save it there. Thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Check the video description for links to my Discord, Facebook, Patreon, Twitter, Twitch, etc. Consider following me across there as well, please, if you would. Thoroughly appreciate you doing that. I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode in the Long Dark, Long Run Survivor. I'm the Gazbeard. Have a great weekend, and bye for now.